Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for the Westchester University 24th Annual Student Leadership Awards. My name is Dr. Judy Kawamoto, Assistant Vice President for Student Development, and it's my honor to welcome you to the program. This past year has been unlike any other, and this virtual ceremony provides us with a unique opportunity to recognize all the student organizations, student leaders, advisors, faculty, and staff across campus who have not only persevered, but have shown incredible commitment and ingenuity in keeping co-curricular life at the forefront on our campus. For more than 20 years, these annual awards have recognized excellence in leadership, advising, and programming, and this year is no exception. I think we can all agree that what our award winners have accomplished in the midst of extraordinary circumstances is truly amazing. And one advantage of presenting these awards in a virtual format means that the program itself is accessible to an even wider audience, so we can all join together in celebrating the hard work of our students, faculty, and staff. It's so important to recognize the gifts that each organization and individual has shared with our campus community. While it's not possible to present an award to all who deserve one, we would like to take a moment to thank and recognize all the nominees for their dedication to leadership and the betterment of our community. These awards are coordinated by the Office of Student Leadership and Involvement, and this year we received 196 letters of support for the nominees of the awards we are about to present. Those letters were thoughtful, comprehensive, and inspiring, making it extremely difficult for our judges, the dedicated members of the Student Leadership Project team, to select the winners. Thank you to all our judges who completed that very challenging task. And to everyone who wrote a letter of support, professors, advisors, peers, friends, supervisors, and mentors, we thank you for your commitment to these students and their organizations. And finally, to all our nominees, know that being nominated is a powerful recognition of your hard work and dedication. Congratulations, and thank you again for your contributions to co-curricular life at Westchester University. I'm now pleased to introduce Dr. Zebulon Davenport, our Vice President for Student Affairs, to help us kick off our award ceremony with some remarks about leadership.
Hello, Golden Rams. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Davenport, and I'm the Vice President for Student Affairs here at Westchester University. And first, let me say congratulations for making it through a difficult year. We're very proud of each and every one of you. I also want to congratulate those of you who have been nominated for recognition. I need to let you know one thing: no matter who you are, no matter what recognition you're up for, we believe you all deserve a special recognition. You made it through a year of a pandemic, learning in a remote environment. And not only have you done well academically, here we are tonight celebrating you for the accomplishments that you've made outside of the classroom. So each and every one of you are winners in our eyes. We're very proud of you, very excited for what's going to happen. For those of you who are seniors, let me also congratulate you for making it through Westchester University. I have no doubt that you will be successful in the next chapter of your lives. So again, congratulations to each one of you. Leaders, Golden Rams, we do three things when the going gets tough. We step up, we show up, and we stay up. That's why when people say, who's up? We say, Rams up. Again, I want to congratulate you. I'm very happy for you. And for those of you who will be coming back to campus in the fall, we can't wait to see you. And I encourage you to continue your programs, continue your services, continue to stay engaged, and make Westchester the special place that we know it is. Rams up.
The Beverly A. Dominic Award is given to a student leader who displays the following characteristics: practical, resourceful, and responsible decision-making, integrity in serving students, compassion for others, and the ability when leading to know when to just do it. This award is given in memory of Beverly Dominic, a longtime employee of Student Affairs and friend of Westchester University, who lost her courageous battle with cancer in the fall of 2007. Bev worked in the Office of Judicial Affairs and Student Assistance, now called the Office of Student Conduct, for years, and was well known for how kind she was to students and her willingness to do anything to help them. Beverly just plain loved working here. This year's nominees are: this year's winner is described as a shining star with a can-do spirit. In their leadership roles, they consistently exhibit professionalism, positivity, initiative, and forward thinking. They often willingly take on tasks outside the scope of their specific role in order to advance the mission of the organization and help to keep peers on task. They are known for translating vision into action steps and assigning all the tasks. They are the one to move a project forward in a practical way and ensure that nothing is falling through the cracks. As the student trustee, they attend all WCU Board of Trustee meetings as a voting member and serve as a liaison for the student body. Through the trustee role, they regularly engage with high-level administrators on campus in a prepared and professional way. Please join me in congratulating this year's winner, Erin Kalazak.
The Outstanding Public Service Award honors an individual who exhibits an ongoing commitment to community service. The recipient will demonstrate a strong desire to their community and regularly participate in public service opportunities. This year's nominees are: this year's recipient is someone who deeply cares about giving back to the community, participating in over 16 unique service events, from community cleanups, restoring gardens, serving meals, and working and organizing 4 separate drives, gathering books, clothing, among other items. He recognizes that service is not a semester or a one-time event, but it is a lifetime commitment. This past year in particular, he was a huge support to the Center for Civic Engagement and Social Impact for their MLK Week of Service event, and has continued to participate in the Box of Joy service projects. As his nominator wrote, he is courageous when needed, kind when working with others, supportive when delegating, and overall diligent when it comes to literally anything with a deadline. He pledges to do his part whenever and wherever he can. A member of the Zeta Psi chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Congratulations, Anthony Thorne.
Westchester University's nominee for the Syed Ali-Zaidi Award for Academic Excellence. All 14 PASHI institutions nominate just one graduating senior each year for this award. Our nominee this year, Eysena Ali, is quite literally one of the highest achieving students in the sciences in Westchester University's history. Majoring in chemistry biology with a minor in women and gender studies, she has maintained a 4.0 grade point average throughout her entire undergraduate career. In fact, since complete electronic records began 36 years ago, She is the only chemistry degree recipient to have achieved perfect grades each semester. A pre-med student, Eysena co-founded our chapter of the American Medical Women's Association, a national organization dedicated to advancing women in medicine, advocating for equity, and ensuring excellence in healthcare. She has also served as a peer mentor for the Dowdy Multicultural Center, been an active member of the Muslim Student Association, and has volunteered extensively in the surrounding community. Eysena truly embodies the very finest qualities of our Westchester University students, and I am so honored to introduce her to you today.
The Diane DeVestern Ethical Leadership Award is presented in tribute of Diane DeVestern, former Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs who retired in 2013 after 28 years of exceptional service to the Westchester community. It was under Diane's leadership that the annual Student Leadership Awards were established 23 years ago. This award is given to a student leader who demonstrates strong ethical principles in service to others. This year's nominees are: this year's recipient is a third-year studio arts major with minors in art history and civic and professional leadership. Often not one to grab the spotlight, her personality puts individuals at ease and enables them to have conversations that move well beyond the surface level. One nominator wrote, "Her greatest strength is the ability to see all sides in a situation. Whenever I have to make a decision, I pick up the phone and call her. She can break down what you are thinking until you realize what you need your decision to be." Serving as a discussion leader in a class of 86 sophomores, she has helped develop and implement a major unit on anti-racism. Under the mentorship of English professor Dr. Vicky Tishio, she is co-editor and co-author for a book manuscript, Journey to South Africa, Reflections on the Benefits and Challenges of 20 Years of ISL in South Africa. She puts so much time and energy into making life easier for those around her, whether that is putting together a communal Zoom room for fellow students to have a place to do work together, or keeping an executive board up to date on university expectations. She makes an impact on students, faculty, and staff as a woman of integrity whose strong ethical compass drives her actions. The winner of this year's Diane DeVestern Ethical Leadership Award is Dunya Markovic. Congratulations.
The Toni H. Kampf Paraprofessional Student Leadership Award is presented in honor of Toni H. Kampf, former Associate Director of Psych Student Union and friend of WCU, who sadly passed away in 2018. This award recognizes students for their strong work ethic, academic excellence, and leadership qualities. The recipient of this award should be a hardworking employee in an on-campus job and dedicated member of at least one student organization in which they have demonstrated tremendous leadership. Additionally, recipients must maintain at least a 3.0 cumulative GPA. This year's nominees are: this year's winner had letters of nomination submitted by both coworkers and supervisors. They were described by one of their nominators as one of the most hardworking, motivated, and respectable individuals they have ever met. They have covered coworkers' shifts on short notice, answered questions, provided ultimate customer service, and have spoken up about improvements or ways to make things more efficient. One nominator wrote that this student is the go-to person for other student staff to ask questions of. This year's winner can always be counted on to step up and take on additional new responsibilities. They performed a critical role in winter student staff training and have demonstrated their leadership skills day in and day out for the past 3 years, truly making an impact on the department. This year's winner of the Toni H. Kampf Paraprofessional Student Leadership Award is Eysena Ali. Congratulations.
The Golden Ram Award is presented to a highly involved undergraduate student who creates positive experiences in the campus community, impacts student life at WCU, and embodies the Golden Ram spirit. This award recognizes a student who makes contributions to the university through participation in student organizations, WCU traditions, and university events. This year's recipient is a transfer student who wasted no time getting involved and has an abundance of positive energy and WCU spirit. In their many leadership roles, they have advocated for better mental health resources, student living improvements, and the first-year experience. They are someone who is always focused on the individual and lends a listening ear and advice in times of need. The past year has not been easy, and they have navigated difficult conversations, learned and worked through technology challenges while maintaining grace under pressure and keeping up their positive presence no matter what. In an all-virtual year, connections can be hard to make. By arriving early to meetings, greeting people by name, and creating space to share, the recipient demonstrated that it is not always the big things, but the small, everyday positive actions that make a community. As their nominator wrote, in the midst of a pandemic, she created community, purpose, positivity, and hope. This year's recipient of the Golden Ram Award is Molly Scolo. Congratulations!
The People's Choice Award will be presented to a Westchester University student, faculty, or staff member that has exhibited a genuine concern for others, is committed to serve the community, and has gone above and beyond the call of duty for the betterment of the campus community. This year's nominees are This year's winner is a May 2021 graduate who arrived to Westchester in the summer of 2017. They immediately stood out to the residence life staff and were offered a desk assistant position before officially beginning their fall semester. Over the past 4 years, this person has persevered through hardship and has been integral in helping their peers feel a sense of belonging to campus. Throughout their 4 years, they've been choir director for the gospel choir, president of Schmidt Hall's Residence Hall Association, and a freshman rep for the Black Student Union, among other involvements. Their nominator wrote, "I'm not nominating this person just because of what they're involved in, but what makes them so special is how they've taken full advantage of all Westchester has to offer and the impact they've made on so many individuals. Whether interacting with a fellow student, helping someone as a desk assistant, a prospective student, or someone they just met, this nominee has a way of making others feel valued, supported, and special. This person makes everyone they interact with feel a sense of inclusion, understanding, and acceptance. The nominator wrote, "I've been personally impacted by this individual in ways that no words could describe." This year's winner of the People's Choice Award is Keziah Coleman. Congratulations, Keziah. I'm so proud of you.
The Student Organization Community Service Award recognizes a student organization that has created, participated in, and coordinated a wide variety of community service projects that have made a difference in our campus and Westchester Borough communities. This year's winner of the Student Organization Community Service Leadership Award is the Honor Student Association. The Honor Student Association, HSA, lives by the slogan, "To be honorable is to serve." Over the past year, HSA members have volunteered at Thanksgiving Food Drive for the People's Pantry in Fraser, PA, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia Toy Drive, reading children's books for local schools and community centers, aid to South Africa, and more. HSA has had a long-time relationship with the Barclay Friends Nursing Home in Westchester. Due to COVID-19, in-person visits were not possible. HSA instead put together virtual concerts of members singing, playing instruments, telling stories, and more. These videos have been sent to Barclay Friends and 25 other nursing homes around Westchester. HSRA has raised $1,305 for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, CHOP, virtual toy drive, enough money to provide toys for the holidays to over 50 children staying at CHOP for treatment. HSA's Aid to South Africa Committee has been raising money virtually for our beneficiaries in South Africa. Mosaic, Help Ministries Soup Kitchen, and Nikosi's Haven. So far this year, they have raised over $3,000 for aid to South Africa. In fall 2020, HSA members completed 2,178.5 hours of service. Congratulations, Honor Student Association, and thank you for the work you do in our community.
The Madeleine Wing Adler Emerging Leader Award celebrates a first or second year undergraduate student leader who has displayed tremendous leadership potential and promise as a future leader in the Westchester community through leadership roles, participation in student organizations, academic engagement, or community service. The award honors Madeleine Wing Adler, the university's 13th president, for her support, engagement, and student-centered legacy of leadership. The nominees this year are: this year, we have 3 winners. Our first winner is a first-year secondary education English major with a minor in civic and professional leadership who has wasted no time in getting involved in the Honors Student Association, serving in the recruitment committee, on the editorial board for HSA Happenings, Director of Awareness and Visuals for Aid to South Africa, and shared her talent of painting to music with 2 video productions for the residents of Barclay Friends Senior Center. Outside of honors, she serves as the treasurer for the National Council of Teachers of English Student Affiliate Group, maintaining the club financials. As her nominator wrote, she is focused, innovative, reflective, welcoming, and highly dependable. Congratulations, Abigail Bokiste. Our second winner is a dedicated second-year language and cultures major with a Spanish concentration whose positivity and radiant energy lights up a Zoom screen. Active in Spanish Club for 2 years, a returning orientation leader and rehired for the fall to be resident assistant, she thinks critically, excels in communication, and is an inclusive and dynamic leader. Never one to sit back and wait, she is still seeking to grow her own skills and is taking the initiative to dive into deep conversations surrounding different aspects of leadership throughout this unprecedented academic year. As her nominator wrote, she is bold, passionate, creative, encouraging, and leads with integrity. Congratulations, Constantina Papas. Our third winner is someone who has demonstrated resilience in the most adverse situations. For 2 years, he has championed the development, production, and sale of the yearbook, currently serving as editor-in-chief, trying his best to support, develop, and motivate his peers to document a year for the history books. Remote learning has created new opportunities never seen before, and he was appointed lead editor for the first digital theater production, Unmute Yourself, and his one act was selected for the student-written one acts. His passion for theater has led him to explore opportunities in his hometown, creating an outlet for children to be creative while developing an appreciation for the arts. As his nominator wrote, he leads by example with empathy and inclusion. Congratulations, Lionel McCulloch.
The Outstanding New Student Organization Award is presented to an undergraduate student organization that has only been recognized by the university within the past 3 years and has bettered the Westchester University campus community. This year's nominees are this year's recipient of the Outstanding New Student Organization Award is Together We Rise. Together We Rise works to help children in the U.S. foster care system through fundraising and awareness. Recognized in the spring of 2020, the pandemic and remote operations for an entire year has not stopped this organization. Over the course of the year, various fundraising events such as bingo boards on social media were used to raise funds for Back to School Backpack Drive and Feed a Foster Family. Working with Alpha Phi Omega on a card making event for the Braid Mission, members wrote letters of encouragement to foster kids age 6 through 18. Members also worked within the organization Cradles to Crayons in Philadelphia to spread awareness for their clothes collections for kids in need. Together We Rise grew the most this semester in engaging the community and highlighting the humanities of service and volunteering. Although there is more this organization hopes to do, they are off to a great start in making an impact on the Westchester University community by raising money to better the foster care system, spreading awareness for the difficulties of foster children face, and connecting its community members through service. Congratulations, Together We Rise.
The Outstanding Graduate Student of the Year Award recognizes graduate students who have extraordinary contributions to their scholarly and campus communities. This award is presented to those who demonstrate strong leadership skills in their activities, including mentoring, teaching, research, publishing creative work, community services, employment, and participation in professional associations. This year's nominees are: this year's recipient is a fourth-year doctoral student in the Clinical Psychology Society program. She has made extraordinary contributions to our campus and has demonstrated strong leadership skills through mentoring, teaching, research, and service. This year's recipient is deeply dedicated to the Sister to Sister program. In working with Sister to Sister, she reviews applications, interviewed candidates, updated the training manual, helped to train the new peer mentors, worked with the executive board, assisting the peer mentors as they plan events, and mentoring the women to be good role models and leaders in their sororities. She has invested significant time, energy, and creativity in shifting and teaching the course in a remote format that new peer mentors enroll in. Serving as the Student Assistant Director to the WCU Community Mental Health Services Clinic, she has assisted in the switch to remote services, community outreach, and orienting, supervising, teaching, and mentoring new student clinicians. She has co-authored 3 conference presentations that demonstrate the effectiveness of Sister to Sister as a prevention program for eating disorders, are active in 6 professional organizations, and has served as a campus representative to the Society for the Psychology of Women, a division of the American Psychological Association that focuses on feminist principles, including diversity, equity, and inclusion. Congratulations to Kelly Bradley on receiving the Outstanding Graduate Student of the Year. Congratulations.
The Best Student Club Collaboration Award is presented to clubs and organizations that pool their resources and co-sponsor a program or series of programs that greatly benefit the campus community. The winning program may be educational, philanthropic, entertaining, or culturally diverse in nature, or may raise consciousness to a social or cultural issue. They are judged on originality, creativity, popularity, and value to the community. This year's nominees are: this year's recipient is NAMI on Campus, a fairly new WCU organization which was first recognized in the spring of 2020. As a campus-based extension of the National Alliance on Mental Illness, its overarching goals include raising mental health awareness and reducing stigma, educating the campus community, providing services and supports, and advocacy. NAMI supports campus and community outreach that crosses into multiple disciplines, including counseling, public and behavioral health, psychology, social work, criminal and juvenile justice, and membership is open to all students and majors. Throughout the year, they collaborated with a range of partners, working with Alpha Phi Sigma, the Criminal Justice Honor Society. NAMI on Campus organized a COVID-safe way to engage students in the community through a grab-and-go table, which provided bottled water and individually packaged snacks, as well as mental health-related resources to the students in exchange for a positive note. Collaborating with WCU's Office of Wellness Promotion, the club participated in WCU's Fresh Check Day by running the Thrive booth, which focused on embracing a positive attitude and focused on everyone's strengths. They also were able to provide resources to students via the RAM boxes offered by Wellness Promotion and bags given to first-year students upon arriving to the residence halls in March. The organization also teamed up with Off-Campus and Community Association on a poetry party event called Embodiments of Beauty, which celebrated body positivity. Minority student groups held a discussion and shared poems with each other. NAMI on Campus is a true collaborator, and we congratulate them on earning this award.
Most innovative organization. The past year has asked all of our organizations to adapt and innovate. This award will be presented to a club or organization that has made significant strides towards adapting to the remote learning environment to achieve their goals and fulfill their mission. The nominees this year are there are 2 recipients of this award. The first recipient of this award didn't slow down. Instead, they increased what they did and took the organization to new heights. Utilizing both Zoom and Instagram, they created multiple ways to deliver their organization's mission and purpose. They collaborated and hosted multiple different programs on Zoom and over Instagram Live focused on skincare, mental health, and stress management. One of the fraternity's national programs is A Voteless People is a Hopeless People. The Zeta Psi chapter made conscious efforts in educating the student body about this year's election. They created a 70-day countdown till election day by posting IGTV videos that encapsulated the importance of voting and what voting meant to them. All 7 videos were put together in a collection on the organization's Instagram page so they can always be viewed. Using social media throughout Black History Month, they posted notable alpha men that have had a lasting impact on Black history. Every Wednesday in March, they highlighted women that had made a lasting impact on women's history. Service is a core value of the organization and participated in 16 service events, 4 hosted by their chapter. A small but mighty group, they have never stopped and continue to find ways to make an impact in their community. Congratulations to the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Inc. Zeta Psi chapter. Our second recipient made one of the largest pivots in March of 2020. The decision to go remote led to their 2 largest events suddenly having to change. New technology was explored and learned, their marketing plans changed, and their delivery of the events were reimagined. Determined not to give up on a cherished WCU tradition, Banana Day 2020 went completely online via social media challenges, live Kahoot trivia games, and banana bread recipe shares. For the past year, Student Activities Council has planned a variety of virtual events through both structured and passive programming to offer events throughout the semester. The passive programming took form in theme days each week, like Music Mondays and Wellness Wednesdays. For the structured programs, SAC made sure to offer a variety of options, including virtual escape rooms, virtual travel tours, movie showings, crafts, and more. The group even continued in their tradition of creating student programs and events for homecoming. From budget cuts, technology challenges, to COVID restriction for hybrid events, Student Activities Council has managed to continue to offer engaging programming for the campus community and is the second recipient of Most Innovative Organization. Congratulations.
The Student Organizational Program of the Year Award recognizes a student organization or group of organizations that have provided the most outstanding program to the WCU campus in the past year. The program awarded this recognition is honored for its originality, creativity, popularity of attendance, values and purpose, and efficacy in fulfilling its intended purpose. The nominees this year are This year's recipient is a new organization that has been operating completely online. This organization provides medically vulnerable children with creative programming, outlets, and support to foster imagination, friendship, and hope through college student volunteers as magic makers and characters. Members receive weekly training on serious illnesses and brainstorm how to engage with children. Since December of 2020, volunteers have been making 30-minute visits with children locally and across the country over Zoom and Skype. Members have had the opportunity to make visits as magic makers, volunteers that go on visits as themselves, or casted as characters that are best suited for them. Outside of making character visits, the organization fundraised $15,000, allowing the organization to build a successful program and give back to the children and the National Foundation. Their hard work as an organization has led to a moment of magic, Zoom character visits being the Organization Program of the Year. Congratulations!
The WCU Leader Award is presented to Westchester University students who have held a variety of leadership positions and have demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities. The next recipients have definitely created a great legacy, and we have been fortunate to have them as a part of our student body. The nominees this year are This year, there are 3 recipients of the award. Our first recipient is involved in the community through her advocacy work with CASA of Pennsylvania and the Latino American Student Organization, or LASO. Her work with the nonprofit organization CASA supports and advocates for immigrant rights. She has made calls to assure that immigrant folks were included in the census and facilitated a youth space for undocumented students. She has done this work with thoughtfulness and intentionality and was instrumental in planning a gathering of undocumented students and allies. She has provided programs and activities for Latinx students and allies to center Latinx experiences through serving on the board for LASSO in the midst of a pandemic. As her nominator wrote, her passion for social justice is very apparent and has provided a catalyst to work that challenges the campus to critically include all students. Congratulations, Mitzi Colon Lopez. Our second recipient is a junior majoring in social work. A sister of Kappa Delta, she has held a variety of positions in the organization, including Vice President of Membership Education, leading a member class of 50 women and becoming a confidant, shoulder to lean on, and a friend. Joining Junior Panhellenic this year, she has worked to help the council raise over $6,000 for the Circle of Sisterhood. A member of the Sister to Sister Mentor program, she works to promote body positivity and eating disorder awareness. As her nominator wrote, her shining and bubbly personality can light up a room and make anyone feel welcome. Congratulations, Grace Fuller. Our third recipient is an early grades education major with theater and civic and professional leadership minors. Involved in a variety of campus organizations, she strives for excellence, stays positive, and brings an uplifting attitude to all that she does. She devotes herself to her passions and making others smile through music and theater. In theater, she does her best to lift other people up and helps their confidence on and off stage. A member of the Honors College, she is a discussion leader and a part of the executive committee of the Honors Student Association. A problem solver, she has been vital to keeping communication going in remote operations. Her impact on others was felt in creating the Aid to South Africa Zoom talent show, raising over $1,600. As her nominator wrote, she is one of the most genuine, positive, empathetic, and motivational people. Congratulations, Jessica Hazel.
The chapter president, arguably one of the most difficult leadership roles in the college environment. You're dedicated to your chapter because you know what it is, what it can become, and what it can do to impact the community. And while the chapter president isn't motivated by recognition, it is essential to appreciate all they've done for their chapters and this community. We have 35 chapters and 4 governing councils, and today we acknowledge their hard work during this virtual ceremony. Each will receive an engraved gavel mailed to their homes this summer as a token of appreciation for all they have accomplished during their tenure. After I read each president, we will then recognize the outstanding chapter presidents from each governing council. Amanda Craven, Panhellenic Council. Emily O'Brien, Alpha Delta Pi. Vasi Papadopoulos, Alpha Phi. Rachel Beckman, Alpha Sigma Alpha. Flanza Giuseppe, Alpha Sigma Tau. Christine Noker, Alpha C Delta. Katie Fox, Delta Phi Epsilon. Madison D'Argenio, Delta Zeta. Amy Padley, Kappa Delta. Marie Hayden, Phi Sigma Sigma. Kayla Pereira, Zeta Tau Alpha. Treyal Seegers, National Panhellenic Council. Anthony Thorne, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Jalik Smith, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Wesley Barnes, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Amber Phillips, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Dion Clifton, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Anajama Bryant, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Devin Rooks, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. Naja Hendricks, Multicultural Greek Council. Sharo Pagarin, Lambda Theta Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Yasael Tavares, Chi Upsilon Sigma National Latin Sorority Incorporated. Naja Hendricks, Mu Sigma Upsilon Sorority Incorporated. Aaron Bayard, Lambda Alpha Upsilon Fraternity Incorporated. Christian Thompson, Sigma Lambda Beta International Fraternity. Nick Kunkel, Interfraternity Council. Joshua Adams, Alpha Chi Rho. Tyler Flowers, Alpha Tau Omega. James Montgomery, Delta Chi. Ben Semmel, Kappa Delta Rho. Mason Stelz, Phi Gamma Delta. Jake Manso, Pi Kappa Alpha. Chris Bergiven, Pi Kappa Phi. Austin Lemke, Sigma Alpha Epsilon. John Delaney, Sigma Chi. Domenick Hippel, Sigma Phi Epsilon. Vince Boyle, Sigma Pi. Gabe Francis, Tau Kappa Epsilon. The chapter president role is not easy. True leadership is tough. You're underappreciated. You've worked longer hours than anyone else trying to better your chapter. You were the first to arrive and the last to leave. You've been challenged in your decisions and constantly defended them. Your members have surprised you in good ways and in bad, and you faced tough situations that required tough decisions. You chose to lead because you want what's best. You chose to lead because of your passion for your fraternity or sorority and your belief in the values upon which it was founded. The possibility to make a difference, to leave a legacy, to impact lives is what kept you going. The following students went above and beyond during their term. Please join me in congratulating the 2020 Chapter Presidents of the Year. Amy Padley, Kappa Delta. Anthony Thorne, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And Joshua Adams, Alpha Chi Rho.
The Sorority Member of the Year Award is presented to one member of a sorority who has excelled in all areas of fraternity and sorority life, from academics, service, leadership, campus involvement, and unity. This woman shows dedication to the overall commitment to the betterment of the Westchester community. Qualified candidates demonstrate on a daily basis how they live their sorority values and represent all that is good about membership. The nomination expressed that this year's recipient deserves to be Sorority Woman of the Year because she has been a light in the Panhellenic community ever since joining her chapter in the fall of 2017. She held several leadership positions within her chapter before serving the Panhellenic community as the Panhellenic president from November 2019 to January of this year. She has shown what it means to stand up and stand for the women of this community and has broken down barriers and begun conversations within the community while always supporting and uplifting everyone around her. Besides serving the Panhellenic community, she focuses on her academics and puts school as a top priority, receiving high grades and prioritizing her future career endeavors. Although her term as Panhellenic president was unconventional due to the pandemic, her nominator said she was the light that kept their executive board going, providing them every ounce of support needed to pursue their goals. This woman's dedication and hard work to the Panhellenic community will never be forgotten. She truly is the epitome of a sorority woman. Please join me in congratulating the Sorority Member of the Year, Amanda Craven, Alpha Xi Delta.
In 2016, the Fraternity Member of the Year Award was named after Jack Sencindiver. Jack had a tremendous impact on the Westchester University community, and his legacy is now reflected upon each year as we recognize a fraternity member that exhibits Jack's ability to lead with integrity. This year's Fraternity Member of the Year certainly lives up to this standard. During his time as president of his chapter, he has exhibited leadership, diligence, punctuality, and love with every task that's been placed in front of him. Within the Greek world and the greater Westchester community, he is very active in his community. He currently serves as a community service chair for the Westchester University Pre-Law Society. He is the president of Undivided, as well as the secretary for NABA. Although this may seem like an already loaded plate, he still pushes himself to give back to the community by participating in over 16 service events and 4 separate drives, gathering books, clothing, and more. He is relentless in his pursuit to uplift the community, his chapter, other Greeks, and anyone he interacts with. He is courageous when needed, kind when working with others, supportive when delegating, and overall diligent when it comes to literally anything with a deadline. In the words of this recipient's nominator, he is what I envision when I think of excellence personified in a person. I truly cannot imagine a better leader, brother, and servant. Please join me in congratulating the Jack C. Sencindiver Outstanding Fraternity Member of the Year Award to Anthony Thorne from Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Hello, I will now be presenting the Fraternity Emerging Leader Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize the outstanding new leader of the fraternity and sorority community. Recipients of this award have excelled beyond their peers in all areas of fraternity and sorority life as a new member. Qualified candidates are considered role models and best represent the ideals of membership. For this recipient, the nominator said, "Not only has this person strived to make our chapter and anyone in it all around better people, he has worked tirelessly to do the same for everyone at Westchester University. He has recently taken the position of chapter president and ran with it, paving the way other leaders on campus during a time when there was much uncertainty. He leads by example in a time that is needed the most. He talks with compassion and truth and is the most respectful person I know. He has worked harder than anyone else in his position because he is determined to make a huge change and does not settle for anything less. He is a proven leader that is bound to make huge cultural changes, not only in our fraternity, but as a whole for the fraternity and sorority community. Please join me in congratulating our fraternity emerging leader, Nolan Pecci, Sigma Alpha Epsilon." Hello, I will now be presenting the Outstanding Chapter Advisor Award. The advisors to our fraternities and sororities are incredible resources. They sacrifice their time in order to share personal experience and knowledge about the importance of being a values-based organization. Advisors deserve special recognition for continued commitment to the fraternity and sorority community, even with full-time jobs and families. They are true examples of lifetime membership. The recipient of this award has developed a close relationship with the chapter and its members. They attend biweekly calls with the executive board, always make themselves available to help and support, and help the chapter turn their ideas into reality. The recipient pushes the chapter to think critically about their operations and to think outside of the box. The recipient encouraged members to be selfless and to really embody what it means to be a member of their organization. Please join me in congratulating the Chapter Advisor of the Year, Pete Galloway of Alpha Chi Rho.
The Thomas J. Purce Club Organization Advisor of the Year Award is named after Thomas J. Purce, former Assistant Vice President of Student Affairs. This award is given to an advisor who has gone above and beyond expectations while serving a Westchester University group. This year's recipient of the Advisor of the Year Award is Mrs. Amy Hurst. Mrs. Hurst is in her 4th year of co-advising the Student Pennsylvania State Education Association. In her time as an advisor, she attends all executive board meetings and continuously has looked for ways to assist the membership. As her nominator wrote, in the 2 years serving as an executive member, Mrs. Hurst has been accommodating and available to assist me with anything that I brought to her attention. She has dedicated time, energy, and assistance in helping me fulfill my executive board duties. Mrs. Hurst is a passionate and hardworking faculty member who greatly contributes to our organization. As the nominator wrote, she has impacted so many of our members by her dedication and commitment to helping us all become the best future educators. Congratulations, Amy Hurst.
The Outstanding Mentoring Award is given to an outstanding student leader who has assumed the role of mentor for a fellow student or group of students at Westchester University. The definition of a mentor is to teach or give advice or guidance to a less experienced and often younger person. This year's nominees are This year's recipient is described as one of the brightest people at Westchester who leads by example. He is always there to show support for others, is engaged in community, and wants to make a positive change. From his many formal roles, being an orientation leader, ambassador with off-campus and commuter services, peer mentor with the Dowdy Multicultural Center, and a peer educator with the Office of Wellness Promotion, he is both a formal and informal mentor. One nominator wrote, "One of his key attributes as a mentor is making sure that everyone he's around feels valued and heard. He connects others with specific resources to answer questions, participates in programs, panels, and conference presentations, lending advice to younger students. He is a mentor and an active participant of the community who not only asks for his mentees to participate, but models what it means to show up and be engaged as a participant. He has impacted many as a mentor, ally, and friend. Congratulations, Nebiyu Elias, this year's winner of the Outstanding Mentoring Award."
The Citizen Leader Award is an award presented to those students who, in their daily life, understand and embody the virtues of honor and embrace diversity, empathy, teamwork, and social responsibility. Being a citizen leader is not easy. This individual should selflessly devote both time and energy to empower fellow students to reach their greatest potential. This year's nominees are This year's recipient is an early grades preparation and special education dual major. Along with being a member and committee lead of the Student Pennsylvania State Education Association, they are a community service ambassador, a member of Kappa Delta Pi, a tutor for young children, and a published author. As head of the membership committee, they have not let a global pandemic stop them and have made the best of this situation, planning intentional events for what members have needed in the moment. The events have ranged from bingo, a virtual scavenger hunt, a movie/check-in night, and multiple craft nights. These events have provided a place of comfort and given WCU students a chance to take off time from their busy schedules to relax and unwind with their peers. Through their work over the past year, they care about each person and want them to feel welcomed and appreciated. Their ability to demonstrate respect and kindness towards themselves, the community, and always look for the good in others cannot be taught. This year's recipient is compassionate, determined, and hardworking. Congratulations to Sarah Eckroth, this year's Citizen Leader.
The Outstanding Senior Leader of Westchester University Award focuses on our senior students who have shown the most capable leadership ability throughout their years here. These individuals' leadership abilities may have been displayed through leadership in student organizations, academia, and service, and is one of our few cumulative awards. This year's extensive group of 19 nominees made it more difficult than ever to choose winners for this award. They are some of the best senior students at Westchester University and will most certainly have an impact in all their future endeavors. This year's nominees are Our first recipient is an academically driven, socially aware future doctor who has been involved in Pre-Medical Student Association, American Medical Women's Association, Diabetes Awareness Club, and the Muslim Student Association. A minor in Women's and Gender Studies, she has critically analyzed feminism, gender, and social justice through the curriculum. She has taken on multiple volunteer roles in the medical field to better serve and understand various communities. She has worked to create a supportive environment for Muslim students on campus through her work in the Muslim Student Association, and serving as a Dowdy multicultural peer mentor, Eysena takes her role very seriously and modeled what it means to be a continuous learner and engaged in serving community. She is a leader who encourages her mentees to be involved as a way for them to feel connected. As her nominator wrote, quote, "She's a leader who is present, she role models engagement, and is action-oriented," end quote. Congratulations, Eysena Ali. Our second recipient has grown her leadership skills with one organization for the past 3 years, serving as president of the Student Activities Council this past year. She holds a position that has her supervising 10 of her peers. Supervising peers is not easy, but she thoughtfully goes out of her way to ensure that those under her supervision feel heard and understood. As one nominator wrote, quote, "Her greatest strength is her positivity. She always sees the best in any situation and is quick to point out the hidden advantages in any new situation. This positive outlook and demeanor allows her to adapt to changes quickly and effectively and build and maintain group morale. In a challenging year, her positive energy has made a world of difference." End quote. Congratulations, Lauren Harner. Our third senior leader recipient is a communications major known for her enthusiasm, innovative ideas, customer service orientation, and exceptional attention to detail. Aligning both her experience as an orientation leader and her communications major, she helped create 16 episodes of the Ram Fan Podgram. Serving as the SGA faculty senator, she took initiative to hold meetings with the other senators representing each academic college and the Curriculum and Academic Policies Council to discuss the academic challenges caused by operating remotely. She was at the helm of SGA using their collective voices to advocate for an alternative grading policy. In stepping into the role of SGA Vice President for the spring semester, she helped execute a virtual senator retreat and was critical in the student perspective of the Student Leadership Summit. As her nominator wrote, it is her mission to spread kindness and positivity within the student body. She exudes what it means to be a student leader, a true WCU champion who loves her school, and a genuinely and authentically good person. Congratulations, Michaela Carlisis. Our fourth recipient is graduating with an English BSED literature degree and minors in civic and professional leadership and communication studies. As one nominator noted, he consistently demonstrates dedication and commitment, and his sterling work ethic is an inspiration to others. He has been a leader on campus for the past 3 years, but in a year of change and unknowns, he was the voice of reality. Some saw Zoom and remote operations as an obstacle. He used it as an opportunity. He took on the challenge of converting multiple leadership series into a virtual delivery model, making them interactive without sacrificing any learning outcomes. As president this past year of the nationally recognized Under Arrest a cappella group, he kept a music group functioning during a time in which creating live music carried additional risks. He helped facilitate creative uses of outdoor spaces, made the hard and necessary decisions, and helped a team to think outside the traditional box to still create music. He is a reflective, dedicated, and motivational leader who enriches the lives of all those with whom he interacts. Our final recipient of the Senior Leader Award is Michael Nangle.
The Dr. Matthew J. Bricketto Outstanding Organization of the Year Award. This award will be presented to a club or organization that has demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities. Such qualities may have been displayed through involvement in student activities, leadership development, organizational programming, and/or service. Dr. Matthew Bricketto served as the Student Government Association advisor for over 16 years, and there is little doubt that under Dr. Bricketto's leadership, students embraced the involvement theme, and his support of leadership training, education, and development is why this award is named after him. All of the groups this year are outstanding representatives of the nearly 300 recognized clubs at Westchester University. It was incredibly difficult for the judges, as 13 unique organizations received nominations with powerful reasons why they should be recognized with this award. This year's nominees are This year's recipient of the Dr. Matthew J. Bricketto Organization of the Year is the National Student Speech, Language, and Hearing Association. NSHLA is an academic organization that supports CSD students in pursuing their professional goals. The organization strives to support the development of future leaders within the fields of speech-language pathology and audiology by empowering students and guiding them on their academic journeys. Although COVID-19 has posed many unprecedented challenges, the Executive Board focused on engaging members in education, service, and legislative advocacy and action. Through attending Educational Advocacy Day events and sending 36 letters to Congress regarding workforce diversity and necessary funding for SLPs and audiologists, members were able to learn how to advocate for their profession. They raised awareness of the field and reached individuals who may have had an undiscovered passion for the profession. They've organized a Zoom Around CSD event, an interactive virtual event with faculty members and NISHLA member volunteers to support exploratory study majors in their search to find the academic discipline that suits their talents and interests. NISHLA annually participates in the Hearing Loss Association of America Walk for Hearing event. This year, 30 members attended the virtual educational event and collected over $1,125 in donations, which supports HLAA programs. Further, the organization collaborated with the Honor Student Association on 2 service projects. The first involved recording 45 children's stories to send to 10 local elementary schools in the Westchester area. Secondly, they are currently participating in the Vocal ID Voice Drive. Vocal ID is a project designed to offer individuals using speech devices a voice that suits their age, gender, and personality. NISHLA and HSA members are contributing to this project by recording their voices and donating them to the Human Voice Bank. There is no doubt that this has been a year to remember. From advocacy to service, the National Student Speech, Language, and Hearing Association has done outstanding work. Congratulations on being recognized as the Organization of the Year.
Cause you said that I was my only friend, playing with the flowers that I picked myself, because I know they won't come from anybody else. Wrap myself up to warm my hands from the biting ice that you made them stand. Trace my footsteps in the water, cause you said when you left I'd be lost forever and ever, whatever. I'm still moving cities and I'm still causing storms. I don't know if you know this, when I shoot I score. Took this pain inside of me, turned it into gold. I made this exothermic, now watch my heart explode. Dancing around in the dark again, but I'm happier now than I ever was then. Feel my heart as it dissipates, making room for another in these better days. I'm still moving cities and I'm still causing storms. I don't know if you know this, when I shoot I score. Took this pain inside of me, turned it into gold. I made this exothermic, now watch my heart explode. Now I'm exo, oh, now I'm exothermic. Oh, watch me exo, oh, watch me exo burn this, I deserve it all. Oh, now I'm exothermic. Oh, watch me exo, oh, watch me exo burn this, I deserve it all. I deserve this. I deserve it all. I deserve this. Whoa. I'm still moving cities and I'm still causing storms. I don't know